Jimmy, you dug deep today to come out on the right side of a result. Just firstly, give me your overall assessment of what you saw.
I'm proud of him. I'm not going to hide that. I'm really proud of him because what we're trying to do is we're trying to, over a period of time with a very new group, we're trying to build a mentality, and we know where we are. I know where we are, and I also know what to expect, and at the moment when to expect it. But even that was tested today. So obviously we go 1-0 up, and I think it's a needless sending off, really. Needless for the second yellow, but the first yellow, I mean, it's ridiculous, really. But anyway, you know, the boys then are really tested. But whilst the game's at 1-0, how many times did we do that last year? Even in this cup, I believe. We were solid, resolute. Didn't look like, I don't think they had a shot on our goal, shot on target on our goal. We were really good in that regard, and then, you know, there's a mistake for the first goal, and that's the time when we could crumble. And actually we went the opposite way and we dug even deeper. Nicked one off a set piece, which is ultimately what you're trying to do when you're down to 10 men, and then you dig in. You dig in right to the end, and obviously Ronnie saves the penalty, which gets us through.
You just said that they tested your resolve today. Just what allowed your side to go on and win that game? Was it just an abundance of resilience and character?
Yeah, resilience. But it's a mentality. It's a mentality of, you know, we spoke as we always do. But you know, the Starbridge game last week, we're good in the game, but we conceded 2 really poor goals, and I would call it a soft performance. And that today looked like a performance, that defensive performance that I'd want to see week in, week out. Not just, you know, today, Tuesday. I want to see it next Saturday, next Tuesday, etc., etc. I want to see that every week, because we are a really difficult team to break down. And ultimately, we showed it today. You know, I think the other thing in terms of managing emotions is there's a potential soft penalty for us in the first half, and my words at the time where I guarantee he gives one on the halfway line. Well, he's given a couple on the halfway line, and he's given, I think it is a penalty, I'll be honest, but it's a soft penalty, and he gives one to them right at the very end. So again, your character, your resolve, it's all tested. It's all been tested today, and I couldn't be prouder of them for their mentality.
I suppose after the sort of disappointment in the FA Cup, it was time to put it right for the fans as well, because there was a few of them travelled up to here, especially it's a 2.5 hour journey all the way up here as well. So that's got to be some testament to the boys as well. To get that result.
I mean, look, we're looking forwards. We know where we are as a group. I know where we are. I know where we need to get better. We're putting things in place to do that quick. Because, you know, we don't want to be sort of winning a couple, losing a couple. We want to find some consistency, and a lot of that is mentality with the young group. And I think they're starting to see it, but we've got a lot of work to do. We're worried about the next game, and the next game, if we perform, put our bodies on the line, etc., like that, the fans that travel, you know, they'll be pleased and they'll be proud of the Alvechurch team that they're watching. We're always grateful for their support. I say it all the time. I try and spend as much time with them as I can, because, you know, without them we don't have a football club. So we're just trying to make them proud, and, you know, like I say, we're trying to make them proud by putting our bodies on the line, and ultimately defending our goal when we're down to 10 men. But also, just week in, week out, we're trying to put something together for them to be excited about.
And I suppose it's a big win for confidence as well, especially after what's happened in the last couple of games. It would lose on the wrong end of some tight results.
Yeah. But again, I say, like, we know where we need to get better. We're working week in, week out to do that, putting things in place. Some of it will come from the staff, some of it will come from the players. We're all in it together. We've just got to find the best methods, really, to see it week in, week out. And it's mainly, like I say, I'm proud of them right now. Still pretty emotional after the game, but they know what's expected. I'm proud of them now, but I need to see the same stuff Tuesday. I know we don't have a game next week, but I need to see it in our next league game.
And just moving on to Tuesday, as you just mentioned, it's another cup game, and it's time to try and defend that crown as well that we won last year. So what sort of game do you expect? Because Evesham was a difficult one last year, especially in the finals. What sort of game do you expect?
Yeah, it's another away game in that competition. I think that'll be 4 on the bounce now. But look, same, like I say, we worry about the next game. We worry about the next game. We'll review today, especially obviously when we've got 11 players on the pitch. We'll review it. We'll look forward to Tuesday, and like I say, it's about us knowing where we are, but we're looking to put performances together back to back to back.